Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, the cooking cop.
And my name is Babe, and I cook for the cop.
So today we have a really special recipe for you. If you saw our last video, we made an awesome Mexican restaurant style shredded beef burrito using a 3-pound chuck roast. When we bought that chuck roast, it came in a 2-pack from Costco. So we have one 3-pound chuck roast left over. And today, Babe and I were tossing around the idea that we're going to make a pulled beef sandwich. We're going to be smoking it on the Weber Kettle using our S&S grills, slow and sear, the water pan, the drip and griddle, and we're going to make like a really, really good bark on it, and then we're going to pull that beef and shred it. And then we were further talking about the idea. We're like, okay, we're going to get like a hoagie roll, the shredded pulled beef, make an awesome pulled beef barbecue sandwich, and then Babe had an idea.
Well, I like sauce on my sandwiches. I have to have sauce. So if you've ever been to Arby's, we don't know if they're all over or not, but
I love Arby's. I don't know if they're nationwide though.
I don't know. Anyways, they have a Horsey sauce. And so I looked up like a Horsey hack sauce, you know, just to make that. And I thought it would be really yummy with some melted provolone cheese. I don't know. A little barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be
So it's going to be a hoagie
good.
roll. It's going to be shredded beef. It's going to be Horsey sauce. I've never had Horsey sauce. It's going to be Horsey sauce. It's going to be melted provolone cheese, and it's going to be epic. So come along with us, and here we go.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set this up. We have our 3-pound beef chuck roast right here. The first thing I'm going to do is put Worcestershire sauce on it. I saw somebody call it woo-woo sauce, and now I feel like I want to call it woo-woo sauce because it's way easier to say. And then we're going to use the Sucklebuster's 1836 rub. It's your basic salt, pepper, garlic, onion, little paprika, and some spices with a little hint of warmth to it. So I think that'll be really yummy. So let's do it.
Okay, babe.
All right, are you ready for this? Okay. So we're going to put the woo-woo sauce.
Nope.
That's just what I'm going to call it now.
Now Babe's going to call it woo-woo sauce forever.
Forever. So we're going to cover it all around.
You didn't even have to do any trimming or anything. It just came just the way, just how Mother Nature intended it.
Yeah. Okay, so that looks good, babe? Does that look good?
That looks great.
Okay, do you want to open that for me?
Yeah, you want me to be your official
Yeah.
shaker?
Can you come be my shaker for me with my giant gloves?
Okay, baby, you ready?
Yeah. Do it.
And you want to get, I like how this has those peppercorns in it. And you want to get it on all, this is obviously a big piece of meat, and you want to make a nice bark, so. Get it on the sides. On its back. Or is this its front?
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that looks so good. It smells so delicious. Other side.
Other side, and we're about done.
We're going to be done. And
we're just going to leave it on the board here while I go get the Weber fired up.
okay, there you go.
One little more for good luck.
Okay.
Okay, you guys, you can see the setup. We already got a little bit of that water bubbling. It's getting up to temp. We're going to be running the kettle at about 250, 275 with the slow and sear and the drip and griddle. And that's apple wood in there. So we'll get it all set up. Babe was just making a comment. Our plants were raised on barbecue. Is that what you said?
Yeah, they're raised on barbecue, and when we don't barbecue a lot, they die. And then when we barbecue a lot, they come to life. So we haven't been out here for a while, and look, poor baby.
Okay, so we're just going to put this 3-pound chuck roast down right here. I'm going to get a probe in it. We're going to get the lid on, and this is going to roll for hours now. That moisture from the water pan right here is really going to soak in here, and it's going to make it really, really moist. And hopefully it develops a really nice bark with that rub, with the apple wood. It'll be great.
Later that same evening.
Okay, so it's been about an hour and a half. The kettle is holding at 290 degrees. And let's just pull the lid off and just see what we're working with here. Wow. Still plenty of fuel left. That water trough is about halfway done. And then you can see bark is starting to develop, but again, it's only been an hour and a half. So we got a long way to roll with that big old chuck roast. So now we're over 2 hours. I think we're at 2.5 hours. I haven't opened the lid again. But the one thing I could tell you, look at this. I don't know if this will zoom in real quick. So the meat's at 103. The kettle's at 298. The slow and sear and that whole setup from S&S Grills does like an incredible job of doing like a kind of a set it and forget it. So if you have a Weber Kettle, you should turn off your cell phone before you film. But if you have a Weber Kettle, seriously, definitely an accessory that you should check out. Well worth the money. And it's like high quality stuff. It's easily, you can clean it. It's just, we're really impressed with it. So, okay, so let's keep going and we'll come back when it's time to pull the meat, put it in the tin pan, add all the stuff and all that fun stuff. Pulled beef sandwiches tonight. I'm kind of getting hungry.
All right, we have about 10 degrees left. So we're gonna get all of our stuff going. We're gonna put our onions and our garlic and our beef broth in the metal pan so that we can, in 10 degrees, pull the beef, put it in there, and we're gonna let that braise. We're gonna cover it up with some foil, put it back on. And then I'm also gonna make my Horsey sauce, which I'm very excited for.
And you also had an outfit change.
Oh, and I had an outfit change because we went out to clean the sand off from all the sand toys, and my kids got me soaking wet, so that was fun.
Okay, here we go, babe.
Okay. All right, so first we're gonna work on our braising stuff. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 full cloves of garlic that I've already peeled. And I'm gonna toss these in. They smell very yummy. And then I'm gonna cut my onion. Now we wanna cut it in rings because we're gonna use those to go on the sandwich. So we'll get the skin off and then we'll cut that up. Okay, so we've got the skin off. Oh boy, it's burning already. My goodness. Whew. Okay. Got my shades on to keep me shaded from the onion. All right. Nice thin little pieces. We're gonna open these up. I mean, onions smell delicious, but they just don't work with my eyeballs for some reason. Okay, so once I have them cut in my little rings, we're gonna just put them in there. Last but not least, we have our beef broth, and we're gonna put half of this box in.
Which we just happen to have. Half
we just happen to have.
Left.
So,
and this is gonna kind of make like an au jus kind of, babe?
Yeah.
Huh.
So that'll be about 16 ounces total in liquid that you put in there.
So it's garlic, onion.
Garlic, onion, beef broth, and we're ready to roll.
We're gonna put the beef in, and then we're gonna do a little bit of barbecue sauce. And look at this barbecue. Look at my arm, babe, in this video. It's so professional.
Oh.
We're trying this barbecue sauce today. It's Famous Dave's. It's a restaurant in Southern California. I don't know if it's a national restaurant or not.
No, it's all over.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Huh. I did not know that. Okay.
Okay, it's Horsey sauce time. So here's what we're gonna use. We have our Q Pie mayo, which there's a link below if you wanna check this out. It's the best mayonnaise you'll ever have. It's very rich, very delicious.
I literally have to interject 1 second and say, you guys, there is a link below for Japanese Q Pie mayo. It's on Amazon. It's not expensive. Order it. Just give it a try one time in your life, and you will never buy regular mayonnaise again. It is magnificent. It is excellent. It is everything we use.
It is life-changing.
It is life-changing. 1 cup of Japanese Q Pie mayo. There it is, babe. Look at it. It looks like ice cream.
It's so rich and delicious.
What is that?
Next up, we have a 1/4 cup of creamed horseradish. Okay. Put that in there. We're going to do a whole tablespoon of white sugar, which I already have measured out. I'm really hitting my limit here. And then we're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So this is just a hack, like a copycat recipe that I found online for Arby's Horsey sauce. And then we're going to mix it all up.
But you also said that you wanted to add some chives in there?
Oh yeah, and then I'm going to add some chives.
Just for fun?
For fun.
Are you adding black pepper in or no?
No, I think I need a bigger bowl though. Hold on.
The bowl wasn't big enough, babe?
The bowl was not big enough.
So you got mayonnaise, you got sugar, you got creamed horseradish, you got salt. Now you're going to add some chives.
Yes. This is going to be fantastic. All right, let's chop up a couple chives. Nice and thin. Boy, my eyes are still... I'm going to chop a finger off because I'm blind from that onion. Okay. There we go. Make it pretty. Okay. And there we go. There's our horsey sauce.
Look at all the sunscreen stuff behind us.
I know, that's what I was cleaning earlier. That's from the
So
outfit
you have
change.
high heat gloves.
Yeah.
And then rubber gloves over it. You know we paid $25 a box for blue rubber gloves?
That's
I feel like
expensive.
that we got price gouged on Amazon.
Do you know that my eyes are still burning from the onions?
Okay.
Like I can't see.
Well, babe, the meat is at 165 internal.
Okay.
Okay. So what has it been? I don't even know what time it is. It's been like 3 hours, I think. I don't know. I don't know.
Ooh, that's looking beautiful.
Yeah, look at the bark.
Oh, yeah. Yum.
The dripping griddle's doing everything it's supposed to. We still have plenty of fuel left too, but... All right, babe, so let's pull out the probe.
Okay.
And then we got to put that meat over there in the thing. We'll set that there until we put it back.
Okay.
And then you got to pick up that big beefcake.
Okay. Let's see. Am I just going to pick it up and...
Oh, babe, look at the juices.
Oh, I don't want to lose any juices. Okay, ready?
Yeah, babe.
1, 2, 3, go. There we go.
But we got to add a couple more things.
Yeah.
You guys can see the bark and stuff like that. I'll tell you how much time it's been as soon as I check the clock.
All right, here we go. We pulled it off of the kettle. Look at all those juices flowing. It's looking beautiful. I've got my garlic. I've got my onion. I have my beef broth. It's been just over 3 hours. We put it on right before 1. It's just now 4 o'clock. So I'm going to put a little bit of barbecue sauce just around it. Josh says just in the corners. I'm just going to,
Well, you don't want to put it on. You just want to, because you're kind of trying to make like a thin barbecue au jus.
Yeah.
And it's literally just like a quarter of that bottle. Not that terribly much.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got our barbecue sauce in. I'm going to wrap it really tight. And then we're going to put it back on the kettle.
And you want a good seal on it. You want that steam to remain inside because it's really going to just make it incredible.
There we go.
I would do
Ready to
one
go?
more, this so you could, or I don't know. I don't know, babe. I feel like this isn't the heavy duty one that we bought. And I just, like, woo.
You want more?
Woo.
Okay. Whatever you want, babe. If that makes you happy.
Oh, there we go.
Good?
Perfect.
Okay. Okay, and we're going to take our probe. Oh, that's hot. Ow. Well, babe,
We got to get the gloves.
you told me to take the gloves off.
Oh, sorry.
Good?
Perfect.
Hopefully.
And now we wait until probe tender or 210-ish.
Alrighty, so we're at 210 degrees internal. It's time to pull it. We're going to let it rest for about an hour. And it smells delicious. If you could only smell this.
And then we're going to shred, babe.
And then we're going to shred.
And then
make
your
our
horsey
salmon.
sauce.
My
And then
horsey
your
sauce.
big old roll. And then
Yeah.
all kinds of
It's gonna
fun.
be so good.
Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. So that was a total of Okay, guys. That was a total of 5 hours cook time. And you can see the grip. Okay, guys. It was a total of 5 hours cook time. And you can see that the drip and griddle did its job. It collected everything. And let me show you how much fuel was left after 5 hours. Are you kidding me? Okay, guys, so it was a total of 5 hours cook time, and you can see that the drip and griddle did its job. It collected everything, so that's awesome. And let me show you, after 5 hours, how much fuel is left. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but there's a ton of charcoal left, and it held literally a consistent temperature at 280 to 300 degrees Fahrenheit the entire time. The water trough burned out, which is exactly what it was supposed to do, but I love this setup from S&S Grills.
Okay, so it's been an hour. And oh my gosh. It smells so good.
Babe, it's 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Look at
it's
that.
time to shred the meat. This, really? Like,
Babe, before you shred, I have to
this looks
take...
pretty...
Babe, I have to take a quick moment with the camera before you do that.
Yeah.
I just have to get in
Wow.
nasty
It's just-
style.
This smells...
Oh, my God.
Oh my goodness. Holy moly. So we have all of our onions. Should I take those out?
Babe, those are the braised onions.
Should I take
No.
them out or leave them?
No, leave them in there.
Okay.
We just have so much.
Oh boy. Look at that. I just need a little bite just to. Babe, this is gonna be phenomenal. Okay, so we're gonna shred this and get it all going, and we will be back. Look at that, just melting. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm actually going through finding the garlic cloves and I'm smushing them. You need to do that because then that keeps your garlic in there and makes the flavor even better. I just fed Josh a giant bite with a big garlic clove and some onion. Oh my gosh, this is like heaven. Holy moly. Okay. All right. This is looking fantastic. Okay, so our first step before we get the rest of this going is I'm gonna cut up my fresh bun and I'm gonna stick this in the toaster oven and I just wanna get it lightly toasted. That's gonna be my first step. Okay, so our next step is going to be making our thin barbecue sauce. So I'm gonna get in here and take the juice from our braise. This has the onions, the garlic, a little bit of barbecue sauce, and the beef broth, okay? So we're gonna do about 50-50 because we don't want it to be too thick. I've also smashed up all the garlic, which I think is gonna make it like really yummy, but I don't wanna put the onions in here. Okay, so that looks good. Let's do that. And then we're gonna add our barbecue sauce. Let's mix it up. It's still nice and thin, we're not too thick. And we're gonna pour it all over our beef. Okay, so we're gonna mix that up. Oh boy, this looks phenomenal. Okay, I'll be honest, it tastes phenomenal. I tried it. It's so good. So we wanna get our beef kind of wet with that thin barbecue sauce. We have our bread toasting right now. Our Horsey sauce is ready to go. I also tried that. It's pretty darn good. Okay, next up, let's put our sandwich together. Okay, so our bread is lightly toasted. It's nice on the outside. It's still a little soft on the inside. What I'm gonna start with is my Horsey sauce because holy moly, I wish you could try this. Well, you need to try it, really.
Babe, am I the only person that's never heard of an Arby? I'm like a huge fan of like a beef and cheddar, like the mega roast beef, the 1 pound roast beef. I've never heard of a Horsey sauce.
It's so good.
And it's mayonnaise, horseradish, sugar, salt, chives.
Okay, let's load this baby up. We've got our au jus, our thin barbecue sauce.
So that meat already has like a thin,
This already has
famous
a thin layer.
Dave's barbecue sauce. Okay,
right.
so you put the beef.
Now I'm gonna put the onions.
Braised onions.
Look at this.
Okay, come
baby.
on.
Hello.
Come on. So now you're putting braised onions.
All right. So I'm gonna put my cheese right over the top here. All right, we're gonna stick this in the oven. We're gonna broil this and get that cheese nice and bubbly and melted down.
And what is this cheese?
This is provolone cheese.
Okay.
We're gonna get that Horsey sauce kind of married into the bread there. This is gonna be phenomenal. Okay, babe, I just feel like this is gonna be like an Arby's sandwich. So I'm gonna put a little au jus on here. Okay, so we just paid a fair amount of money for a brand new Sony ZV-1 fancy YouTube camera, and it literally lasts like 5 minutes of filming.
We need to buy some
So
more
we've now
backup.
moved on to my cell phone. My goodness. All right, so I put the au jus on there. I think that made it to the video. We've got our cheese toasty roasty, our mayonnaise, it's our Horsey sauce. I'm gonna cut this baby open. Oh my gosh, it's hot, piping hot. This is gonna be
That's a real barbecue beef sandwich.
phenomenal. All right, here we are with our sandwich. This is a 6-hour cook, Okay, we let it cook for 5 hours. We let it rest for an hour. It's 3-pound chuck roast. The best way that you can get it nice and yummy. I don't know what's the right word.
Nice and yummy.
Nice and yummy. It's so tender and delicious. We've got our horsey sauce. We have our braised onions, our garlic au jus, our barbecue sauce, our provolone cheese, our toasty roasty bread. My goodness. I mean, who takes 6 hours to make a sandwich? You know it's gonna be good. Okay.
True fact.
I'm ready to try it now. I've been waiting for this all day. Here we go. Are you ready? It's exactly what I was hoping for. That horsey sauce made it. Next time you go, you'll be like, do you have something called horsey sauce? And they're gonna be like, heck yeah, we do. All right, come on over here and try this. Okay.
Babe,
Yeah.
why? Nobody wants to see me eat.
Oh, I don't know if that's true or not.
Do I have a fan base that wants to see me eat?
Yeah. People pay good money for that.
Yeah. Okay,
All right,
babe, I'm
give
gonna
it a try.
I'm gonna take a bite of yours. Your side.
I think you should try the other side because that one's pretty wet.
Oh, you want me to get
Get into it, babe.
You want me to get nasty?
Get
Babe,
into
look
it.
at this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, babe. I mean, unctuous.
What's unctuous?
That's the word that I'm thinking of right now.
I've never even heard of that word.
Babe,
What does that word mean?
it means mayonnaise, Japanese kewpie mayo. It means horseradish. It means chives, sugar, salt.
That's what unctuous means?
Hold on, I'm not done explaining that. And then you wrap that in the thing on the toasted hoagie roll. And then you have your 3-pound chuck roast that it took 5 hours to prepare. Okay? And then you took those garlic cloves, and they were whole garlic cloves. You didn't like chop them up. And you're like, and then you made that into the au jus. So you have garlic, onion, you have the barbecue sauce, and then you have the beef broth. And then you're pulling it all together in the au jus. Okay? Follow me. No, I'm not done yet. So follow me. And then, okay, so now you have basically like a really thin, garlicky, oniony.
How is your mouth not just watering while you're talking about this?
It is. Okay. So now we have all that. Okay. So the beef shredded apart. Okay. Then on top of that, you put the mayonnaise, the special magic horsey sauce, and then you put the beef, and then you put the provolone, and then you put it in the broiler. Okay. So you put it in the broiler, and now it's.
And now it's falling apart because you need to take a bite.
Now it's doing its thing.
Unctuous. That's what that means. Unctuous. That's so good.
No,
Yeah. It's
And then-
so good, right?
babe,
So good.
that is freaking
Phenomenal. Babe, do you love the horsey sauce?
It's good. And I questioned you, and I was like, man,
Babe, you always question me. You always question me on my crazy ideas.
I questioned you because I was like, oh, mayonnaise and horseradish. But when you have that sweetness of the barbecue sauce, and then you have that rub with the black peppercorn, and the whole package, that horsey sauce. Okay, Arby's, I see you. I see you, Arby's. I see why you did that. It's freaking pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, babe.
All right. Unctuous is the word of the day,
Unctuous.
people. Unctuous.
I don't
Look it
know
up.
how to spell it.
I'm not sure that it's a word, but look it up and.
Okay, hold on. I don't know how to spell it, but we have a video editor.
Yeah.
His name is Jacob,
Yeah.
and we love him. Hi,
Yeah.
Jacob. How are you? Shout out. Can you Google how to spell unctuous and put it on the screen? Unctuous.
With a meaning? Like, can I know that can I get the dictionary meaning of unctuous, please?
This is a really good sandwich. This is a really good sandwich.
Okay, babe.
If you guys have a chuck roast, do this.
Do it. It's the best way.
All right.
Delish.
All right.
Okay,
we'll
my
see
love.
you on the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're having a lot of fun on the channel, and I'm going to go enjoy the rest of this unctuous sandwich. See you on the next one.